Okay, hi Nightlock. My name is Sarah. I am one of the super shiny admins on Nightlock, and this is my TMI Tuesday video. So it's not announcement related strictly, and hopefully this webcam is better than the one on my laptop, because that one made it sound like there was like a transformer like chilling in my on my bed or something. So it was like really loud and robotic sounding, and it creeped everyone out. And then my cat like attacked me, and it was bad. So don't watch it. Please don't. Oh god, I get so embarrassed. So just don't look at that video for anything. But I have a bunch of questions here, 113 to be exact. So I'm gonna try to go fast so that you guys aren't here for like ever, because I ramble. And I had something else to say. I don't think so. Okay. So I'm just gonna get started. The first question is, who is your favorite character to post for? Honestly, this is kind of a mood-dependent question. On an everyday basis, I would have to say Colton or Doris, maybe. I haven't posted for her a ton, but I feel like she's a lot like me. So, I don't know. I like posting for them the most. They're kind of the easiest, so better. If I'm feeling kind of crazy and stupid, when I get all One Direction fangirl, like, that's sort of more in Basil's area. Not even really Basil, I don't know. Sort of like a cross between Basil and Ebony is like my One Direction fangirl. Which is creepy, so you don't want to see me get like that. But I do. At like 3 in the morning, every night. What would you really like to see done on Nightlock, either with just your characters and their plots or site-wide? With just my characters, I think I'd really like to see something that made Basil act like an adult, which, because, I mean, technically he is. He's 21 now. Oh, God. He doesn't act like it. He acts like he's, like, 15. But he's 21 now, so I'd like to see him mature a bit, and I'm not quite sure what it's going to take for him to get there, because it's not even like he wants it. He doesn't want it, and I like to think of Basil as like, I don't know. He's just, yeah. So I'd like to see him mature a bit. Site-wide, I would really like to see something done in the capital, and something that hasn't really been done before. So I know we see a lot of like rebellion movements, and that's really cool, and I like seeing that. I like to see something like that done, but I'd like to see something that hasn't really been done before, so something a little bit more unique in the capital. That'd be spiffy. Sorry, my hair is bugging me. It looks weird. No, it's weirder. Why do you love Kingston so much? Oh, Kingston. I like Kingston because, well, first of all, it's Nicholas Hoult, and I love Skins. Skins is an awesome show, which is kind of ironic because I'm like such a dweeb. Like, I don't know. I'm like one of those like good kids in school, so it's kind of, I don't know. All the like druggy kids in my school don't even like Skins. I think it's like the dumbest show ever. And all the like nerdy kind of kids in my school, like, they love it. So it's kind of, I don't know. That's one of the reasons. Secondly, I like that he changes. He's not one of those characters that is going to act the same way every single time, which I know he kind of wishes he did a lot of the time, but he doesn't, and I like that. I like that you see the development of the character, and you see that they're changing, and their emotions change, and their desires change, and their fears change, and that's really cool. And I think he's one of the characters you really are starting to see that the most. And yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. So that's probably why I love him so much. And just the fact that he kind of pushes people away a lot. It's like that, don't push the button and all you want to do is push the button. So he kind of doesn't want to be like cuddled, and so I always cuddle him. What is your favorite crack ship on Nightlock? Well, Basil's like rolling around in my head right now going, Basil and Mac, Basil and Mac. Basil and Mac are supposed to be best friends, but I'm pretty sure Basil's secretly in love with him. It's really creepy, and kind of freaks me out. There's actually a picture of Ash Stymest in like a skirt, and I'll always joke around and say that's Basil dressing up for Mac. Yeah, Basil loves Mac. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a lot of cool crack ships around Nightlock that I like. I don't know. The only ones that are popping in my mind are the crazy, stupid ones with Basil. Basil and Robbie. He always comes up with different nicknames for Robbie. He called him Lobster Rob most recently, and that still makes me laugh. If you could pick one of your characters to spend a day with, who would it be and why? I think I'd honestly have to go with Doris, maybe. I feel like Doris, if she were real, in real life, me and her would be, like, best friends. Like, she'd be, like, the little sister I never had but always wanted, and I would just, like, cuddle her all the time, and she's so cute, so, yeah, I would love to hang out with Doris. Definitely not Basil, because if you are not friends with Basil, he's not going to be mean to you, but he's going to put you in, like such uncomfortable positions that it's just gonna feel crazy awkward, and I don't want to go through that. So definitely not Basil. I apologize. I'm sick right now, so that's why my voice sounds really weird, and I'm probably gonna have to cough like 800 times. Which of Stasia's characters is your favorite? I hope I'm not butchering anyone's name, by the way. But Stasia, when I always see your name, I think of Anastasia. And I love that movie. It was like my favorite movie when I was little. So I'm just going to call you Stasia. I know Katina called you Stasia, so maybe I'll flip back and forth between the two. I'm just going to call you guys what I want, and you can yell at me later. Which one of your characters is my favorite? I think from a strictly like character point of view, it might be Kingston, because he is so dynamic and I like that. But going from purely, like, who would I want to hang out with, I think I'd either go with Patch or Xavier, or Bahan, whatever you want to call him. Just because Xavier's so sweet, and, I don't know, he's so cute. Logan Lerman. Oh. So, yeah, probably one of them, and Patch is just crazy, so he'd be fun to hang out with. Who do you think is the real king, Kingston or Basil? And she even put, oh god, I'm giving away, like, who's asking all these questions. But I'm assuming you guys knew that this was her anyway. But, the question asker actually put this in their question to not let Basil interfere with his bias. But it's hard to shut Basil up because all he does is, like, ramble around in my head and annoy me. I literally think of him just, like, sitting in my head, like, poking my brain, because he's just annoying, and I don't like him anymore. I used to like him, and then I realized that he's not fun. So, I think, realistically, Kingston's probably more king-like. I like to think of Basil as, like, the second-born prince, I think, is a good description for him. He's not even, like, the firstborn prince, because he doesn't have any responsibility. Like, literally, all he does is, like, sleep. Well, he doesn't even call it sleeping. He thinks sleeping is for wimps, so he calls it napping. He just says that he takes, like, 10-hour-long naps. I don't quite get it, but that's why in all of his posts it's like, so I woke up from my nap, and, like, no, he didn't take a nap. Like, literally, he napped for 12 hours. But Basil literally has no responsibilities, so that's not very king-like. So So I think realistically Kingston may be a bit more king-like, but Basil, certainly he acts on his power. So if he can do whatever he wants, he's definitely going to use that to his advantage at every possible time. What is one pairing you'd really like to see happen on Nightlock, including deceased characters? Well, if we're including deceased characters, Tubbs is already like sitting in my head, like waving his little Valerie flag. He's so cute. Valen. I just love them. So yeah, they're definitely on there. Maybe Valerie and Linus, because I like them too. Linus is a little creepy, but he's still adorable and I like him. Even though I hate Justin Bieber at every single cost. Like, I can't stand him. I'm sorry if you like him, but I literally just want to, like, hit him in the face repeatedly. Sorry. But it's kind of ironic because I really, really liked Valerie and River. My heart, like, broke when she got raped and they had to break up. But probably those. Maybe Blaine and Minx, because they can't really be together anymore, and that's kind of sad. But I think a lot of pairings are already together, so that question's kind of hard. Who is the easiest and hardest character to pose for? Again, it's sort of mood dependent. On an everyday basis, I'd say Colton and Doris and Ebony are probably the three easiest. Strangely enough, the hardest is definitely probably Alec. I was in like my own little like mindset when I wrote him. No, I was not like drunk or anything, but that's a whole different story. But I don't, he's like mad, not mad, but he's like frustrated with his parents. I don't know when I was frustrated with my parents. A lot of my characters tend to either have like bad relationships with their parents, or they're like really family orientated, and I'm like really family orientated. Like, I love my family, so it's hard for me to write characters that don't really like their family, because that's not who I am. But it's probably Alec, and Damien is strangely very hard to post for because he literally doesn't like talking to people, so it's hard to write characters that don't talk, because it's hard to roleplay when you don't have any dialogue. But Damien just doesn't like talking to people, and he's just mad at everyone, and he thinks everyone's stupid, and that's not who I am. Like, I mean, you guys know me, I cuddle everyone, and I run into this sea box like snuggling everyone, so I mean, that's not who I am, so they're always hard. Who do you think has the best chance of winning the games? I'm not answering this question. I'm taking a Katina standpoint, and I'm not answering this question. I have so many different, like, teams that I'm rooting for. Damien is Team Evil, but Flash is Team Eliux. I hope I'm saying that right. Elux, or I don't know. Yeah. I'm really sorry. I don't want to answer this question. Doris is Team Minx. This is just, it's too biased. I don't want to, like, I feel like I have to, like, choose. I don't want to choose. Okay, so I'm skipping that question. Sorry. Which of the trilogy was your favorite? I'm gonna have to go with the first one, just because it was so unique and it was so different, and I really liked it. So I kind of thought the second one ended in a weird spot. I'm not sure I would have ended it that way. So that one was a little weird for me. So I'm going to have to go with the first one. And this video is getting kind of long, so I think I'm going to stop it here, and we're going to go to part 2. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a minute.